What's going on, guys? My name is Fear the Irish, and seeing as this is going to be my opportunity to get my foot in the door, I'm going to tell you everything about me real fast as far as Call of Duty goes. 11th Prestige, there's my player card. I got 7 days, 13 hours. It's not too bad. Seem to be leveling up pretty fast. I have a 488 KD. If you look at my past 5 games, I'm not a cheater. But let's get in the gameplay. It's going to be my best domination game I've ever played. It happened last week, some mid-March, like maybe March 10th or 9th. None of that really matters. I unexpectedly got this game on WMD. I'd assumed I'd get it on like Jungle or something like that, like Nuketown. I don't even play that game. But we got the C spawn, so I chose my Warlord Famas class because I like the 2 grenades, and there's a grenade spot I like to throw off the beginning of C Domination. So this grenade's, I've been throwing it since like week 1, and it usually works, but I miss. My friend gets the double, and then I jerk my thumb and hit the side of the stairs. But I didn't end up changing back to like a sleight of hand pro from us because I really don't mind having the dual mag and the red dot because it makes me play a little bit slower, and I got the reload time down really quick on the FAMAS. So I honestly don't mind not having sleight of hand pro. I know a lot of people think it's like the new stopping power, but I honestly didn't get to use sleight of hand pro all that too often in Modern Warfare 2, seeing as I had used scavenger on like every gun and then the occasional bling. So I'm not really used to having to aim down sight fast and reload fast. And I know that in COD 4, even though I didn't play the game, that stopping power and sleight of hand were in the same perk slots. So I don't know what this huge premise is that sleight of hand pro is amazing and it must be put on every class, because you see commentators like that and you see good players like that. But I think people need to take advantage of the perks they're given because I like Warlord Pro. It's nice. I'm using this Famas Red Dot, which is a really solid gun. I prefer to have a little bit of reticle on it, but I changed it to the blue. I think it's dots with lines or something like that. It's like a circle with like a crosshair in it because for some reason the blue circle turns purple, and I was looking to have the blue dot because there's not a lot of dark blues on this game, so I would figure that it would be good for the maps. And that and the blue on my TV is not really pixelated. I have a very small TV, and got really lucky there and picked up my first SR of the game. I was running Chopper Gunner, Dogs, and Horse Blackbird, which is a really nice setup. And I occasionally use Gunship, but lately I've noticed that it's getting shot down very fast, so I've switched back to Dogs. There was a good 2 Prestiges where I thought the Gunship was a saving grace, and I used it a lot in the Demolition, and it worked really well then. And right here, I don't have enough time to reload, and I get destroyed right here, but it's only a couple deaths this game, so it's not really going to hurt me too much. And I like to run Hacker on almost all my classes because I play a lot of Ground War. If you're playing like, Headquarters or Demo or something like that, you can rock Ninja or Marathon, but I find that, especially in Ground War, you're always going to see Claymores or motion sensors, the occasional C4, so I find it to be a really useful perk. And I'm not going to show you all the Chopper gameplay. I wasn't host, but there was a good host, so the Chopper Gunner was actually decent. Occasionally you get those really bad hosts and your Chopper Gunners can't get any kills, but you can still get shot down very easily. And I actually died in that chopper. I didn't realize that. Wow. But I kind of like WMD. I originally didn't really think it was that great of a map because I was tired of the snow, because I really didn't like Derail. And there's their train that just every couple minutes just goes by, and it's so annoying. And I don't know why the train's in here. I mean, isn't the gunfire and the grenade explosions enough? You gotta put a damn train on the side every minute? I don't know. But I don't mind it because it's the perfect size map for 9-on-9. Like, I don't know how it plays on 6-on-6 Dom, because I've only played it a handful of times. It's pretty decent for Demolition, but that's because the action's all kind of compacted into these 2 buildings and the A spawn. But as far as 9-on-9 goes, it's really good. You're pretty much going to have action regardless of where you are. And this middle building is, I would say, the most important building because it overlooks pretty much the entire map. You can protect B very easily from in here. You can get the guys funneling out of C, and then you can protect A. So I usually like to come up in here and rack up, 5 to 12 defense. I think I pulled 10 defense this game. So I would say, even though I didn't take a whole lot of flags, actually I don't even think I took any, I still did my job though. Defending flags is just as important, if not more important, than taking them. I mean, you could have 12 captures in a game and still lose the game, so don't judge me. But I would say definitely for WMD, I like to have that a reticle, because a lot of guys like to camp on those billboards and stick their heads out the windows, and sometimes you can lose them in your crosshairs. So I like to run red dots on this map. the occasional reflex like on the M16, sometimes the commando, but most of the time just a standard Famas red dot. You know, you can't really go wrong with it. And right here, I think, yeah, we're starting to funnel them and push them back into A, and we push a little bit too hard and flips the spawn at C, and that's something you got to be careful about in Domination. In Demo, you know, you can push people for days, but in Domination, it can really hurt your team when you push kind of far into a base, flips them over to your other base, they take it, but then you still haven't taken A. So like right now, all we did was make them get C, but I told my guys, you know, I'm going to get dogs here, so hopefully you guys can take back A or C while I'm up in the chopper, and that's usually what I do is pull like a blackbird or a chopper, and then we go up in the air. Like I see all the time, we're losing the game like 40-70, and then I pull like a, you know, dog's chopper, and we just take back B and hold it for the rest of the game. It's important to take the flags, but it's more important to get a team set up, you know? You don't want to be just running around trying to take flags the whole game, and the next thing you know, the other team gets a chopper or something. I've had games, you know, decided over care packages and the stuff that comes in them, so you really got to be careful on, you know, how much you play the objective. You got to have a nice balance. And I think we were playing with a couple guys. Yeah, it was just two of us actually, and we were able to pull the win out, and it was pretty convincingly too. But sometimes when in Domination, when you're having a really good game, it gets cut short because your teammates take all the bases. And I think I had like a 8-minute game where I had 95 kills, and I was like, oh, I was so close to breaking 100 in Domination. It's just, this was the first time I had done it, and there were so many games where I was really close. Like I had the 90s like 5 or 6 times, and I've been above the 80s all these times, but the games went in so quick. But for some reason in this game, it was kind of a back and forth struggle, and I think it's because we kept pushing them into A, and then they would take C, and I'm kind of glad because all it really did was extend the game from like, you know, 7 and 8 minutes to 10 minutes, which is good because I was able to get, you know, the kind of score I wanted to. And the Law secondary is extremely underrated. It's hands down my favorite secondary. And here you're going to see me get a little over-aggressive, but I was kind of excited. But no, the Law is really, really amazing, and if you have Scavenger Pro, you get 2 of them, so if you have Scavenger Pro, there's no reason to rock the Strela. And as far as the Law goes, I think it's probably the best secondary because, you know, I'll shoot down the occasional spy plane or I'll flare out an attack helicopter, but it's really good for defending flags. Like on Jungle, this map, Havana, any map where you can get a vantage point and look down at a flag, it's amazing to defend it. And it's really accurate. I've shot them across the map, and they have a larger blast radius than the RPG. I tried to use the RPGs for a couple days, and it just wasn't killing anybody. I was getting so many hit markers, so I switched back to the Law, and I'm happy I did it because the secondaries in this game really aren't beneficial. I could understand in Modern Warfare 2 you could have a Spaz or some Rafikas or something along that nature, but now, I mean, the pistols they're okay, but if you don't have steady aim, the Kimbo pistols are you know, garbage, and if you don't have a good trigger finger, then the regular pistols are pretty bad. But most of the time, I just pick up another secondary, or another primary, I mean, because there's really not a lot of good secondaries. If there's a secondary that's better than a primary, please tell me, because I haven't found it. So I just rock the Law because I think it's a really, really good secondary, and I think more people should use it. And right here, I was getting kind of bum rushed, and I was hoping that I could pull this last set of dogs because at this point, I had 88 kills, so I was in my head, I'm like, I got this, you know, unless the host leaves or something crazy happens, I should have 100 kills, no problem. And I was like asking my friends, you know, give me a tally, give me a kill count, how close am I, how close am I? And they're like, you just passed it, and I was like jumping, and I did the El Presador, like, welcome to this biblical beating of epic proportions. For like a moment I was Sandy Ravage, you know. I now know why, I don't know how that dude can't enjoy this game. I mean, every game he puts up, he gets like 100 kills, and this game was very enjoyable to just absolutely demolish the other team. And as you saw, I died my chopper like every time this game, and then the second I would get out of my chopper, I would die again. Sorry about the teabag, I was really excited. But I don't know what it is about getting your dog's chopper and then you come out and then you just get destroyed. It's like a sigh of relief when you get him, and then you forget that you're still playing the game and you make stupid decisions. But other times, you come out of your dog's chopper and you feel untouchable, and you're just running around and nobody can outgun you. But game's winding down, guys. I want to thank you for watching, and hopefully, if this is on, you know, Machinima, or this is part of Woody's March Madness, I would hope that you guys would enjoy my video, and I'll bring you more content like this. I got a bunch of great games to show you. Final score, 121-7, 10 defends. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.